founder of Paxton's Foundation and Church of Redemption. He is an entrepreneur, a TV and radio host, better known as The Rev. This show is designed just for you, the listener, to educate, entertain, and equip you. Now sit back, buckle up, and now let's roll with The Rev.
America, you know what time it is. Your main man, The Rev, Faith in Sports. You know what we do every week. We bring you the latest in sports and apply the word of God. And Ryan, week 6 was crazy. I ain't never seen so much going on in my life. I didn't know whether to run or hide. I didn't know what to do, but let's get into it. Let's start off with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's start with the Eagles. Let's see how the Eagles fared against the Cleveland Browns. It's a win.
We got a W.
There's a win.
It was ugly.
Oh, it was ugly.
But we got a W.
It's a win.
Positives that I'm going to take from
That's right.
My quarterback didn't have no turnovers.
That's right.
He played efficient football.
Okay.
We got the win.
Got the win.
And A.J. Brown is back.
A.J. Brown, superstar.
Yes, he is. Don't even try to do that. Don't even try to do that. You was right, superstar. We could have left it at that.
Superstar, I say Pittsburgh. Listen, I don't think, you know what I mean. Y'all look shaky, real shaky.
Oh, boy.
Real shaky.
Now, we're going to get to y'all.
Real shaky. Y'all look real shaky.
We're going to get to y'all.
Y'all coming off a bye, looking shaky at home.
Hold on. The Cleveland Browns got one of the best defenses now.
Listen.
It's the offense that make them look ugly.
Let's talk about the Cleveland Browns.
Deshaun?
No, I'm talking about the whole team. The Browns got way more talent than what they show up on the field.
Yeah.
Something wrong with that.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with that.
I don't know if you could say to me it's on the players.
I don't know. Something ain't right.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Miles is a monster.
Myles Garrett needs to get up out of there.
Yeah, he's a monster. Yes, trade him to the Cowboys.
Myles Garrett needs to get up out of there.
First of all, man, 280 pounds.
Shouldn't be jumping over.
He jumped over them. He jumped over him
2 weeks in a row.
You 280 pounds. You jumping over 4 grown men.
Yeah, with ease.
Yeah, he's a star.
He's when he first got into the league. Took him a little while to get it together.
Of course.
Man.
But now, he's a force.
He's arguably the best defensive player in the league.
Besides Micah, I agree with you.
I would put T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett before Micah.
No,
but Micah's up there.
Micah and then everybody else. But Myles is,
Myles is. I think anybody would trade for Myles.
Yeah,
man.
if they would trade him, then I'll be the first one in line trying to make a deal. I would like to make a deal for him.
Yeah, I think the Browns the Browns
He's
need
a
help.
different maker.
The Browns need help.
The Browns got talent. I don't know how much help they need. They might need a new coach. They might need a new coach.
They might need something.
Jesus.
I mean, but I think that's just Cleveland juju.
Yeah, that could be. Because one team just losing all the time. Something wrong with that.
It's no way that the quarterback comes from Houston.
Playing well.
Looking almost as good as C.J. Stroud is now.
Yes.
To
go to Cleveland.
And just
can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe he's seeing ghosts because he don't trust the offensive line.
He looks scared out there.
That's what I'm saying. He might be seeing every time you see a shadow, he gets scared or something. You know what I mean? He might be messed up.
But some players though, when they get their money,
that's true.
It's something that goes on where you're just like, I'm not going to keep going out here getting hit. I got the money that I need.
I got guaranteed money.
Yeah. It's because I know football's taxing.
Yeah,
and
of course.
It takes a toll on you.
Of course.
And after a while, when your body keeps getting hurt, do I really need to do this?
Do I want to do this anymore?
Yeah, do I want to? And
I got guaranteed money too.
And with the offensive line he got.
And they can't block nobody.
Yeah. So it's something. But also the Eagles, we talking about it could be coaching. My head coach, Rev.
Oh, man. Did you see this cat?
Now, we talked about the positives. Let's get on to the other side.
Oh, did you see this cat here? What's wrong with that cat?
To me, it's been a lot going on with Sirianni.
Right.
And the question is, do we think he's out as head coach next year?
If he don't bring y'all a Super Bowl, I think he out.
I think that's true. But I also think if you can turn it around to make us look a little formidable.
You think going to playoff keeps the job?
No, I think you got to get a little further than just
NFC championship game.
Yeah, something.
Okay.
But you got to look like something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know if he's lost the team because the players can vouch for you and say, in the bye we've had good conversations and all that.
Yeah, good conversations.
To sound good,
right?
But something's not clicking. Something about it. But then you arguing with the fans, man.
Why are you arguing with your fans though? What's that about?
Why wasn't you arguing? Why weren't you saying nothing at the beginning of the game? If you was gonna talk, say something in the beginning of the game.
If you gonna fuss with somebody, make it a referee.
Yeah,
not your fans.
But if you wanna talk and say, "I got you a win," I don't hear y'all because during the game they were saying fire Sirianni.
Right.
So he said he felt that.
Right.
And if it bothered him, obviously.
Yeah, all right.
But
you don't want to fuss with them.
Yeah, come on, man.
Cause now
they really gonna want you.
Now
out.
they really gonna want you going.
Like who he talking to?
And if you say, "Well, I got you a win against the Cleveland Browns," the fans gonna be like, "And
it's Cleveland."
Yeah. Come on, man. You gotta do better.
It's one thing you arguing with Kansas City fans after you beat them.
Right.
They back-to-back champs.
Yeah.
That's something to brag about. But Cleveland, come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
See, remember that show? Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. What are we doing, man?
Right. And I'll tell you another thing too. It's a bad look because when you're the head coach of the team, you want the fans to feel like we in this thing together.
Yeah.
So even if they saying fire you like, well, give me a chance because we in this thing together. You don't want to say, oh, it's us against you. We don't like you as a fan.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pay the money.
Yeah. Yeah. And think about this, Rev. If you are the head coach of a football team, Bill Parcells always said it. When you start paying attention to the fans,
you can't listen to the fans.
You're going to end up being one of them.
Fired.
You're going to end up being one of them, sitting in the stands with them because you ain't going to have your job.
Yes.
Why are you have a job to do?
Don't entertain the fans.
Focus on that.
That's right.
All the yelling, we don't need none of that.
We don't need none of that.
The players will do that.
Yeah. And if you want to fuss with somebody, fuss with the referees.
Yeah.
You spend your time with them.
So when you look at all of this, Rev, the totality of this game.
Yeah.
Should the Eagles feel good moving forward?
I mean, you always feel good after a win. There's only two things you can do. You only can win or lose. Nothing else. You can tie. But other than that, that's the only thing. So you feel good when you win, but you also keep in mind that things ain't gonna get easier. You play the Cleveland Browns at home. Things ain't getting easier.
Well, next week it'll get a little easier. We play the Giants.
Listen, the Giants ain't look too bad.
Man,
they ain't look too bad
against the Bengals.
They ain't look too bad against the Bengals.
They ain't look too good either.
They play actually a good game against the Bengals.
But look who their quarterback is.
Daniel Jones didn't look bad. Daniel Jones didn't look bad.
You ain't see the whole game.
I watched the game. He didn't look bad. They got a little running game on him too. I'll be concerned.
You want us to be concerned.
I'll be concerned.
You want us to be concerned.
No, I don't care who wins that game either way.
Now, do you think we should be? Do you think we should be concerned, or how do you think we?
Well, my question, if I was an Eagle fan, is what's our identity? You brought in Barkley.
And you don't use them.
But you don't use them like that. You got two all-star wide receivers, but really against Cleveland, you put up 20 points at home. So what's your identity? Where are you going with this? What are you building the foundation on? You know what I mean? Like that would be my concern. Show me some my defense. You know what I mean? Like Cleveland offense is bad, and they were in the game the whole time.
It's some timing, and it's. Two, also, you made a good point that what's your identity?
Yeah.
Because you can go to Brown, you can go to Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
But what happens when you get up against these defenses where you got safeties covering these
guys.
gaps
That's right.
on the other
That's
side.
right.
So then where you going to go to?
That's right.
What other identity you going to go to when they put 8, 9 in the box?
Yeah. Yeah. And
then what Barkley going to do?
And Dallas hurt, ain't he?
Yeah.
Dallas got
pulled
hurt.
his hamstring. Yeah.
Yeah.
So see what I'm saying? So now you have to figure out what your identity, and that's what I'm saying with Sirianni.
Who are you?
You keep going back to the same well, man.
Who are you as a team?
You got to come up with something different.
And remember, the last year, who's the coordinators? Well, man, you got different coordinators now. You know that, right?
And it's the same thing.
It's the same.
So it's got to be you, man.
Hey, listen.
Come on. So me, Rev, I'm gonna just say me.
Yeah.
Since I'm
you the Philadelphia Eagle fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm tuned in.
You tuned in.
I'm heart's there and everything.
There it is.
He got to go.
Oh, man, give him another chance.
He got to go.
Let him stay a couple more years.
Yeah, you want him to. Yeah, he got to. He's not. He's lost the locker room to me.
Yeah, he might have. He really might have.
And I think that to me, it looks like the Eagles are just winning off talent.
Yeah.
There's no real scheme to what some. Every time you see A.J. Brown,
yeah,
he's either going straight up the sideline or he's going in for a slant route.
And another thing that if I was an Eagle fan, I would notice is when people say something about him, I don't see not one player just be like, man, you crazy. He this type of coach. He that type of coach. He
Yep.
our coach.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts says nothing.
He says that's who he is.
That's who he is. That's what he said. This is your pat on the back. That's who he is. Something wrong with that.
When you ask him about Nick Saban, one of the greatest coaches ever, says, I mean, just downline, Lincoln Riley helped me so much. When you talk about the Sirianni, that's who he is.
That's who he is.
That ain't a good.
That ain't good.
Yeah, you have to. To me, I think you gotta cut ties with this, and you gotta.
Well, I mean, he still got a chance to win the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, it's a long season.
Yeah, it's a long season.
We'll see as time goes on. That's why I said if he can turn this around,
and
make him look a little something, we gotta see.
We'll find out.
Now let's go on down the line here.
Let's go.
Let's take a flight on down to Dallas.
Dallas, Texas. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys played the Detroit Lions, and it got ugly real fast.
Now, Rev, you look at this Detroit Lions team.
Which is one of the better teams in the conference.
They might be the best in the conference as of right now.
They ain't better than my Cowboys.
Rev, they just played you.
Yeah, they played us without 7 starters.
Rev, you ain't give me that benefit of the doubt against the Bucs. So I ain't giving you that benefit of the doubt.
I ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
Nah, see? I ain't giving you that benefit.
Do with y'all.
I get Rev.
They played us without 7 starters.
They took you out
the
back.
best defensive player in football.
No, he's not. They took you out back, Rev, and they put the whooping on. They put
Lions,
boots on y'all.
The Detroit Lions came off a bye week. Healthy, strong.
Yeah, this is what you doing?
We came from off the road, short week, a tough Pittsburgh victory. We missing 7 starters.
And look worse.
I mean, we missing 7 starters.
They wasn't there last week.
Nah, well, actually, we missing 2 starters that we thought were going to play this week. Ain't no that's what happened.
No, listen.
We missing 2 starters this week.
The Lions are the clear-cut better team than Dallas Cowboys. Listen, there's different tiers. Cowboys is at the bottom right now. Y'all look bad.
Y'all
look bad.
Let me explain something to the Dallas Cowboys fans in America. Dallas Cowboys fans in America, don't let these haters get you down. Just 7 days ago, we beat a tough Pittsburgh Steelers team. You had a bad game, and a loss is a loss. It don't even matter how you lose. You know what you're going to do? You're going to get 7 starters back.
They ain't going to do nothing.
When you get 7 starters back, things going to change. Don't worry about these haters right here.
So y'all play next week or y'all got a bye?
No, we got bye.
Yeah, thank the Lord.
We got bye. We're going to get healthy.
And then guess who's waiting on you?
We're going to tear 49ers up.
Rev.
We're going to tear the 49ers up.
Listen.
This Rev going to guarantee. You want Rev guarantee? This is guaranteed. This is guaranteed for the Rev.
Listen.
America, this is guaranteed for the Rev.
Your faith.
When we play the Detroit Lions again, the next time we play the Detroit Lions this year in the playoffs, we're going to beat Detroit by 13 points. That's the Rev guarantee. That's a money-back guarantee.
Let me tell you something, Rev.
Call the number 302-836-8781. Tell the Rev why he's right.
Let me tell you something, and they all gonna call and tell you why you're wrong.
That's tell the Red why he's right.
47-9. 7 players couldn't help that.
Oh yeah, the best player on defense.
He ain't been doing nothing all year.
The best player on defense,
man. DeMarcus Lawrence,
the best, the
wash
last year interception leader.
Let's talk about Dak.
What about Dak?
Let's talk about Dak.
What you want to talk about? Best quarterback in our conference.
Let's talk about.
You like somebody better than Dak in our conference?
Now you're a reverend.
Do you like somebody better than Dak in our conference?
The communion.
Do you like somebody better than Dak in our conference?
Jared Goff.
Once again.
In the last 5 games, Dak Prescott leads the league in red zone interceptions. He had one like yesterday.
Jared Goff
is a beast.
Yesterday had a chance to sit back there, make a sandwich, drink some Sun iced tea.
Rev.
But when the Dallas Cowboys have their 7 starters back,
on defense,
things gonna change.
It's on defense.
5 on defense.
So the
2 on offense.
They wouldn't have made a difference. Y'all had 9 points.
So let me ask you this question.
He leads the league in red zone interceptions.
Let me ask you this question.
He should have had 4 yesterday.
Let me ask you this question.
2 was
think
dropped.
Micah makes a difference?
He's good on defense.
Yeah, but hold on.
This defense.
You trying to flex?
No. This defense
Do you think he would make a difference on any team anywhere?
This defense sucks with him on it. His defense is horrible with him on it.
Will Micah make a difference?
No. This defense is horrible with him on it.
The best defensive player in football wouldn't make a difference on any defense anywhere.
Rev. This defense is horrible with him on it.
The best defensive player in football.
He's not. He's
top 5 defensive player in football.
Okay.
Won't make a difference.
Okay,
any difference.
He hasn't. He hasn't this year.
What in the world are you talking about?
He hasn't made a difference.
The man who came in the league and every year he in the league had more than 12 sacks a year. You saying won't make a difference?
Has he made a difference this year?
Yeah. You know we only 3-3, right? You know we ain't lost every game, right?
Average. 3-3 is average, so that means the defense is average. So Micah Parsons on defense makes them average.
So you saying we average with 7 starters missing? That makes sense. Makes sense.
No.
We average with 7 starters missing.
When they were there,
when we get all 7 starters back?
When they were there, you were under 500.
No, we was just 3-2. 7 days ago, we 3-2, tied for second place in our division. That was just 7 days ago.
Yes, and Micah and them wasn't there. Before that, y'all were 1-2.
And then we was 2-2.
With them there.
Then we was 2-2. Then we was 3-2.
Listen, let's get back to this quarterback here.
Dak Prescott.
Yes.
The quarterback that threw the winning touchdown crunch time against the tough Pittsburgh Steelers. The same Pittsburgh Steelers that yesterday scored 32 points.
Who'd y'all play yesterday?
I'm trying to figure out what I got to do with Dak Prescott. You said you want to talk about Dak Prescott. Now you want to talk about who we played. You jumping around.
This has everything to do with Dak Prescott.
You jumping around over here. You jumping around. You want to talk about Dak or you want to talk about who we played?
Okay, who did Dak Prescott play?
The Detroit Lions.
Okay, because you went to the Steelers and we
was talking about Dak Prescott.
And you said the same quarterback who played who threw the winning touchdown against the Steelers.
Crunch time.
We're talking about this week, not last week.
Okay, this week.
This week's quarterback against the Detroit Lions.
Right.
Stunk up the joint.
He ain't played bad at all. He ain't played bad at all.
Rev, are you serious?
Yeah,
This is why the Dallas fans need to jump ship. This is why Dallas fans need to jump ship.
Because they 3-3.
The illusion is
because they 3-3.
It's rotted in your skull.
I'm trying to figure out. Wait a second. We 3-3. We a game out of first place.
Dak Prescott.
And you let the Cowboys fan jump shit.
Dak Prescott was 17 for 33 for 178 and 2 interceptions. He should have had 4. 2 of them was dropped.
I don't know how you should have had something, but okay.
2 of them was dropped. No, because you used that. You used that on. You used that on mine.
I don't know what. I can't tell you about the past.
No. You used
all
that.
I can tell you about today.
So wait. You can't tell me about the past. What was Pittsburgh? You was just talking about Pittsburgh. That was the past.
You was talking about Dak Prescott.
And you went to Pittsburgh in the past.
I said the same quarterback that you talking about.
Rev, you ain't doing it right.
The same quarterback.
You ain't
crunch time.
17
now,
for
what
33.
Happens is when
178
when your
and 2
team is
interceptions.
down, when your team is down, you force a pass. But like I said, they was missing too many starters.
Thank you.
You missing your left tackle. You missing your number 2 wide receiver. You're missing 2 defensive ends, 2 corners, the middle linebacker, and a defensive tackle.
He's old.
He's the one that called the play on defense.
That's why they're average.
Okay, well, they average 1 game out of first place. That's what they average. 1 game out of first place. Now,
I'm trying to figure out.
Now, this is for the Cowboys fans.
I'm trying to figure. Yeah.
This is for the Cowboys fans.
Come on, talk to
if you let these haters,
they hurt.
these haters, no, they not. If you let these haters talk to you, you lost a game.
You just said
you lost a game.
You said in the beginning of the show, it was a whole lot going on, and you don't know whether to run. I know you was talking about the Cowboys then. You said you ain't know whether to run.
I was talking about the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey,
I'm talking about the Philadelphia Eagles.
Rev, you got to stop this.
The Eagles ain't missed 7 starters. Eagles had all their starters in there and stunk up the place.
When we played Tampa Bay, you said none of that mattered.
I never said that.
We ain't have nobody in there.
I said you ain't missing nobody on defense. Your defense stunk up the place. You were missing starters on offense.
Listen.
You were missing starters on offense, not defense.
Regardless, Detroit came to Dallas.
And they won the game.
You know what I realized? Y'all 0-3 at home.
We was undefeated last year.
What's wrong? What's wrong at home?
I mean, we was undefeated. See,
somebody ain't living right in the house.
This is what Dallas fans got to understand. Last year we was undefeated at home. Where'd that get you?
Nowhere.
Okay. So now, if you lost 3 games at home, do you really care? Does it really matter?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it again. Last year you was undefeated at home. What'd that get you?
Nowhere.
Yeah. So now you lost 3 games at home. Do you really care? The objective is at the end of the season to be playing good football. We tried to.
That never happened.
We tried to 12-5 and undefeated at home. Would that get us again?
Nowhere. So what you gonna try? 9-7?
Listen, I'd rather be 9-7 and playing good at the end of the season than be 12-5 and then get put out in the first round.
You gonna do that anyway?
That's what you hope. That's what you hoping. That's what you praying.
That's what history tells us.
That's what you praying. Well, history tells us we won it 5 times. That's history. But that's not the point. The point is, like I said, we're not worried about regular season games.
That's ancient.
Rev told you from the beginning, we was going to be 11-6. We now 3-3. Right on pace. Right on pace.
So Rev, it's 6 games. You won 3.
Well, what I'm saying,
and it's 3 road games.
By week, you kind of consider like your midway point because now you make some adjustments. Now, all we got to do is go out here.
This is what I want. I want everybody to do.
Yeah, go ahead. What you want everybody to do?
I want everybody
let the Cowboys go out here and do what they do.
I want everybody to pay attention.
Do what you do. Cowboys.
This is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Of a Dallas Cowboy fan that you see in up close and personal on your television screen.
Yes.
The delusion.
What is delusion about being 3-3?
You
We're 3-3 and 1 game out.
I know you can hear.
See, this was delusional.
You can hear
Delusional people want you to be something worse than 3-3 and 1 game out. When you only 3-3 and 1 game out.
No, what I'm trying to get you to understand is,
what you
just got took to the woodshed.
You saying we just lost the game?
You just got took to the woodshed.
What you saying? We just lost the game. See, this is what America. This is what I'm saying about Eagle fans. They think a loss is a certain type of loss. You know what a loss is? It's a loss.
You know who else?
No matter how you lose. Wait, if you lost by 1 point, did you lose the game?
Thank you.
Did you lose the game?
You was just going to say exactly what I was going to say.
If you lost by 1 game, did you lose the game?
Magic Johnson said, if you lose by 1 or 20, it's still a L.
Did you lose? If you lost by 1 point, did you lose the game?
Yes.
If you lost by 101 points, did you lose the game?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any difference between the loss that you lost by 1 point and the loss you lost by 101 points?
Mm-hmm. There's a difference.
Any difference?
It is a difference.
Okay, what is it on the record?
It's 100 points.
Is it on the record?
It's 100
points. Does it matter to your record? Does it matter when it comes to the playoff time? Does it matter when it comes to seeding? You know what? A loss is a loss. It don't matter how you lost. As a matter of fact, it's better. Let me ask you this question. Now, this is a real question. This is how delusional Eagle fans. This is a real question.
Crazy.
You better come up with the right answer on this.
This is crazy.
Would you rather, as a football team, talking about two teams, the Dallas Cowboys, Detroit Lions, lose one game and everybody okay, or win a game and lose your best defensive player for the year? That's why the Rev. That's why you tune into Rev. That's why the Rev's a genius. We're going to let Ryan answer this question. Go ahead, Ryan. The spotlight's on you. Answer this one simple question. Would you rather lose one game, or would you rather lose your best defensive player, sacks, tackles, the heart of your team for the rest of the year?
Tell me what. It's not the heart of the team.
Wait. You trying to change? You trying to change the question?
You asked me, and I'm giving an answer.
Okay, so what you rather do?
It's not the heart of the team.
Okay, well, we take the heart of the team away.
I'm going to.
Would you rather lose your best defensive player?
I'm going to tell you. I would rather be Detroit.
Okay, but would you rather lose your best defensive player or lose one game?
I would rather be Detroit. See, no. What you're trying to do.
I ain't trying to do.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Would you rather, as a football team, no matter what team it is, would you rather, as a football team, lose one simple game or lose your best defensive player?
No, you're trying
for the rest of the year? I ain't trying to do that. I'm answering a simple question.
I'm answering it.
Go ahead. What's the answer?
I'm answering.
What's the answer?
The two teams you're talking about is Detroit.
It don't matter what team it is. As a football team, any football team, college, high school, pro, would you rather lose one game?
If I was the team who had the better team and I lost my best defensive player
for the rest of the year,
offensively,
for the rest of the year,
it doesn't matter because offensively I'm going to put up 40.
I
my defense is still.
I understand your offense.
My defense is still going to do what they do.
My question was
my defense still going to do what they do.
As a football team, would you rather
I just
lose
told you
one game? You didn't say it.
The other one, lose the defensive player. If my team is the better team, I'd rather lose. I
ain't say whether a team was better or not. I just said
I would rather lose the defensive player.
So if you one team, you rather lose a defensive player for the best defensive player for the rest of the year.
I thought Michael was the best. I thought Michael was the best. So now he's the best. It doesn't matter. I would rather lose the defensive player.
How Michael gonna be best on the Detroit Lions team? I said if you was a football team.
You said it didn't matter what team.
Didn't matter what team.
So what we
That's your best defensive player.
So Michael, you said how Mike gonna be on Detroit? We ain't talking about Detroit. It's a team.
Yeah, that's what I said. So would you rather lose your best defensive player for the rest?
Said it.
The
defensive player.
You would rather lose your best defensive player for the rest of the year than one game?
If that team is better, is the best team.
It don't matter who the better team or not. I said if you had one football team, high school, college, pro, don't matter who, it got to do with better team. And you got the best defensive player, or you can lose one game. What would you rather lose?
For the fifth time.
America, you know what time it is. Your main man, the Rev. I try to tell Ryan. He don't want to tell the truth. The Rev here to bring the truth. Until next week.
Delusion.
How you going to try to skip on this?
No.
At our church, Jesus is Lord. That single belief calls us together as a community and sends us into our world with hope and purpose. At our church, your past will never define your future. There's always redemption, which means there's always a brighter day. At our church, we don't think we're better than any other church out there. We're just doing our best to become our best. At our church, we want you to believe in God, but we also want you to know that God believes in you. We are not against people who don't attend church anywhere. Instead, we pursue them with love, the very same love that's pursuing us. At our church, we're learning to serve God with all our hearts, and we're learning to worship Him with all our lives. And if you're looking for the perfect church, we're not it. At our church, we will make mistakes, but we will choose to grow from them. At our church, we're part of a global community that's knit together by the resurrection of Jesus. And by the way, at our church, we believe that really happened too. At our church, we will engage with people who are in real need because we are the hands and the feet of Christ. And finally, we need you to hear this loud and clear. At our church, it's not really our church at all. It's His. And we live and move and breathe in His church for His glory and His fame, not ours. So here's the invitation. You're invited to jump in with your whole heart at your own pace and to experience the life that awaits you in Christ. Friends, this is going to be good. Welcome to our church.